Today we're checking out these Barricade TCX drop side step bars for the 2018 and newer Jeep Wrangler JL 4-doors. If you want an easier step into the Jeep, a tougher off-road ready look, and a little bit of side protection along the way, then these are a clean, bolt-on option that are definitely worth checking out. The key features here are going to start with the heavy-duty steel, the drop step pockets, and the tight to the body fit. These step pockets are going to sit a little bit lower than the main bar, so you get a confident foothold getting in and out with an easier step, while the bar itself stays tucked up close so you don't give away too much ground clearance along the way. Day to day, they make life a lot easier, especially in rain, mud, or bad weather conditions. And they're also gonna help shield those lower doors and rocker panels from door dings and a little bit of trail debris along the way. These are designed specifically for the JL 4-door, so the brackets are gonna land exactly where they should, and the steps are gonna be perfectly under each door. The whole setup is gonna look factory plus like it belongs, and it's not gonna look like an aftermarket afterthought. Style-wise, they have this tough angular design and the black look to make them look off-road ready without looking too bulky or clunky on the side of the vehicle. Now when it comes to the construction, you are getting heavy-duty steel bars, finished in a nice matte textured black powder coat finish that's gonna help fight rust and corrosion down the road for years to come. The step pockets are welded in to that main rail, so they're not gonna flex when you step in and out of the car, and the brackets are very stout, with the mounting points lining up perfect to the factory holes for a snug, rattle-free fit that's gonna last you the long haul. As far as pricing goes on this, it's coming in right in the low to mid $300 range. For steel drop steps with wide, grippy pockets and a durable finish, this is a true bolt-on fit with a price that's hard to beat. Now when it comes to this install, it's gonna get rated just a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, and you can get this job done in 2 hours or less of your time if everything goes smooth. So let's head on out to the shop, and we're gonna give you a detailed walkthrough of exactly how this install process goes.
All right, for this install, you will need a 3/8 ratchet along with a 10mm wrench, a 10mm socket, and also a 13mm socket. Today we're going to be installing a set of side steps on a Wrangler. Let's get started. All right, one quick note, all of the brackets are labeled differently. Right now we're starting on the driver center. There's also driver rear and driver front, and the same thing for passenger front, rear, and center. So starting off from the driver center, we're going to take our bracket, align it into the body holes, and using our hardware, we'll thread it in. And holding that in place, you can now tighten up using our 13mm deep socket. All right, now we're going to come to the rest of our hardware, slide a flat washer on, and we're going to slide our bolt through the pinch weld along with another flat washer and our nut. Repeat for the front side. Now we can come back through and tighten these up with our 10mm socket and our 10mm wrench. All right, once you have all 3 bolts tightened up, you can repeat this for the other 2 brackets and also repeat the same exact process for the other side. All right, once we have all the brackets installed and lined up, now we can take our step rail and install it. All right, if that's stable enough to sit there, now you can put a couple bolts in and then go back underneath and tighten everything up. All right, now to mount the step bar onto the bracket, we have 2 spots to put our bolt in. Using our provided hardware, there is one on the bottom here and one just north of that. We'll get this started. And now we can tighten this down with our 13mm socket. All right, after we get these 2 tightened down, you can make your way and do the other 2 brackets and also repeat the same process for the other side. All right, that wraps up our install for Barricade TCX drop side step bars for 18 and newer Wrangler JL 4-door. Just remember, for everything Wrangler related, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.